YouTube land, what's good? It's your boy B Hurt, aka Brian, aka Prince for you out the hating. If you don't know me, I'm an NFL fan. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be different week. You know what I'm saying? You're still gonna probably get some gameplay of some Mortal Kombat online ranked or Dragon Ball ranked online, but you know we're gonna switch it up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about some sports because I love talking about sports, especially with this past weekend, and we're gonna talk about some anime. So we're gonna mix it up this week. For those of you guys who do not know, I am a Denver Broncos fan, and you know what I'm saying, I was a former athlete at a top 5 junior college football team, so you know what I'm saying, your boy kind of a decent athlete, if you guys didn't know that. Fun fact for you. But yeah, I want to talk about the Denver Broncos draft and their draft class and just kind of dive into it. So without further ado, why don't we free agency? We kind of tackled defense in free agency. We got Jarrell Casey. We reassured up that defense, and the defense looks great on paper. And then also we signed Melvin Gordon, so we got a star running back who has potential to be good, especially if we could balance the takes that Philip Lindsay gets. I think that could be a nice 1-2 punch, and it's probably more realistic to have a 1-2 punch in the NFL unless your name is Saquon Barkley or Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more common to have 2 running backs that are solid than just one. And Philip Lindsay, he's undrafted, kind of not small, but like small for the running back position. But you know what I'm saying? I think he's got hurt the last 2 ends of each seasons. But he's put up great numbers, so as long as he can stay healthy, I'm hoping that we can get that out of Melvin Gordon. But we might not even need Lindsay. We might not even need Gordon, because of the way that we drafted. The way that we drafted is with the 15th overall pick, we signed Jerry Jeudy, and I like the pick. I didn't know where the team was going to go because I've seen like Broncos footage of where Courtland Sutton has lined up in the slot and he's lined up on outside, so I didn't know if we was going to make him the slot guy, and CeeDee Lamb was still there, so I was thinking that CeeDee Lamb wouldn't be there, but he was there, and I was thinking that we would put CeeDee Lamb as X and then put Sutton in the slot. But I actually like what I watched NFL Network breakdown of them talking about the Denver Broncos offense. We're going to put Jerry Jeudy at Z, which I actually like, and I actually compliments a lot of Noah Fant or the other tight end that we got in the draft. That will help out a lot. Then we're going to put KJ Hamler in the slot, so he's going to be on the same side as Courtland Sutton as the true X wide receiver. That's going to be scary. If you don't know, X is your outside receiver, probably their best receiver. So a la Julio Jones, Michael Thomas, probably by themselves, isolated. And then you put the F receiver. No, that's fullback, right? Ooh, it's been a minute. It's like X, Y, Z. So X and Z. No. What the? Is it F? Bro, it's been a minute since I've looked at film or like playbooks. I don't even remember. Because I remember Y and Z go together because that's the tight end essentially if you sub out. And I think we did F. I think that's why I'm confused. I want to say we did F. So don't, before you kill me in the comment section, like, you didn't go to no stuff. I'm pretty sure at Iowa Western we did F. So I'm just saying, don't kill me. But yeah, so KJ Hamler would be the slot receiver, same side as Courtland Sutton, and that offense just sounds nasty alone. And then you have Lindsay in the backfield with Drew Lock. Now my only concern with Drew Lock is hopefully he can stay healthy because he had a thumb injury and he didn't play. He got placed on IR right away, and IR is a long time. That's like half the season. Then Brandon Allen came in, did well for a couple games. Joe Flacco kind of stuck it up. With all due respect, he didn't do anything. I'm hoping that we, Cam Newton really wanted to. We just signed Cam Newton to like a baby contract. Speaking of the devil right there, right? We signed Cam Newton to a baby contract, and he just comes in and just be a backup for Drew Lock because you would get the most bang out of your buck for that too. Or I don't know if we sign any undrafted QBs we could have, but I just want a safety blanket for Drew Lock because the way that we drafted was to build around Drew Lock, and he has everything he could possibly need. He has 2 great receivers. Then he got a cornerback to reassure that defense, and especially with the signing of Chris Harris to Los Angeles Chargers, which hurts. I get it. It's a business standpoint. I get it. You got to go somewhere. But damn, he went to, we got to see him twice. Like, it's going to be practice for Drew Lock. And I'm not saying practice like he's easy. I'm saying practice like, oh, he went against him in practice all the time. So he's going to know his tendencies and things of that nature. And you got to play him twice. Then, like the team drafted really well because we got some Iowa corner. Shouts out to Iowa. Then we reassured the defensive line with McTelvin, and then we got the tight end. Actually, Drew Lock's former #1 target before he came out, and Albert, which is huge, and like that chemistry, and that's something you can't build. And also, we could go 21 personnel, I believe. No, 21 is running backs. Man, I am showing. I think it's 12 personnel. Because 11 is 1 tight end, and then 12 should be 2. So 12 personnel with 2 tight ends, and then obviously you can have Cortland Sutton on one side and probably Jerry Jeudy on the other side. Then Lindsey in the backfield or Gordon in the backfield. Like, the offense on paper, I would personally say, I don't think, I would say the Chargers, as far as like Madden is concerned last year, right? They had the best 15. I think the Chargers' top 15 players were the best 15 players that anyone else has, right? As far as depth goes in positions and where we have people lined up, I think we are the best team on paper. That doesn't mean that our top guys beats like 90% of the league, but I'm talking as far as the team goes in your 53-man roster, I think we are pretty deep everywhere, because I think we have 2 solid running backs in Phillip Lindsay and Melvin Gordon, and the receivers, oh my god, like what, 4? Well, yeah, because I think Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken, if it's the same Cleveland from Florida that had trouble and was kind of in it, I don't know, I feel like they had 2 Clevelands, but I think this Cleveland's 89, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, Florida Gator fans. But that same Cleveland was a dog, and he was a beast, but he just had, I think, trouble and issues. So I think that's why he fell in the draft. But yeah, we got 4 great receivers off that alone. Then we reassured the linebackers, got 2 of them in the draft with Justin and Derek. Offensive guard, you love to see it. Like, this team has the potential to be really good. And on top of that, our offense is young. And I love what we did because we got AJ Boye. There we go. Sorry, I talked about the free agency and I forgot all the people we signed. We got AJ Boye from the Jacksonville Jaguars, Jarrell Casey from Tennessee Titans, Jarrell Casey, Von Miller, and Chubb. Come on now. And then AJ Boye, Michael. I think Battle Reloby's still there, if I'm not mistaken, too. Like, that team is pretty deep. The team is pretty deep. So I personally gave, this is unbiased too, I give the Denver Broncos an A minus. It'd probably be my top 5 or 6 draft classes, for sure 6. It really doesn't matter the order. I guess it's more of a production thing. To quickly talk about the team, like I said, I like where our team's at. If Drew Lock can stay healthy, I think we're easily a playoff team. And when I say a playoff team, obviously we got to play Kansas City twice, and obviously Kansas City goes through that division. I don't think we're going to win the division per se, but a wild card, especially if it's, I think the 7 teams start this year. And if the 7 teams start this year, New England's kind of like rebuilding. We don't know the whole situation there. I still think it's their division to win, personally. I think Baltimore will probably win the North. Kansas City will win the West. The East is probably going to New England. South is probably going to go to Tennessee, to be honest. I can't really see Tennessee not winning the South, especially with Houston getting rid of some weapons. Colts, you're not really too sure what they're going to do. They're probably going to start Phillip Rivers. They got some a receiver and a running back to help them, and 2 solid players, and Jonathan Taylor and Michael Pittman. So, and even then, like, Houston probably could get a playoff spot, a wild card spot, right? And then maybe Pittsburgh or Cleveland, depending on how they do, they could probably get one. And then I think us, because I think we finished second in the division anyway. I don't really see the Raiders being an immediate threat. We don't know. Derek Carr is kind of iffy. And that whole team, we don't know how that team's going to look. And then the Chargers could be in rebuilding mode because they are confident with Tyrod Taylor. But we haven't seen a great season out of Tyrod Taylor yet. And I don't think they're going to be ready enough to and comfortable enough to bring out Justin Herbert right away. So I like our odds, honestly. I like our odds. I like us going to Las Vegas Raiders. I don't know if I said Oakland. If I did, I apologize. I like us in a two-game series with them. I like us in a 2-game series with the Chargers, and I can see us stealing at least maybe one, depending on how, if we could stop Patrick Mahomes. But but that offense just got better. It also it depends on injuries too, and I'm hoping if we can stay healthy, I think we're a playoff spot guaranteed. If we can stay healthy, but we gotta stay healthy, because I think even Von Miller has COVID-19, so hopefully he recovers through that and is all healthy and no side effects that would hinder him during football season. But obviously he's like one of the amazing athletes of the world, so his body's built different. So hopefully he gets through that. And yeah, man, I'm a Denver Broncos fan. So be ready for the channel to have more videos. Hopefully not all over the place, because sometimes you just record the camera and you have a game plan of what you want to say, but it's just like Mike Tyson says: as soon as you get hit in the mouth, game plan goes out the window. What you gonna do? And I can feel myself rambling, and I don't know what I'm gonna do in certain videos and certain things like that. Hopefully you can see the gameplay behind me. Yeah, man, I'm excited for this football season. I'm excited for the Denver Broncos. I think we're going to do well. Like I said, I think we finished 7-9 last year, and that was with Drew Lock only playing 5 games. I think he went 4-1 as a starter. You know what I'm saying? We are looking up. We're looking up. I definitely think we're going to get one of those 7 spots, even if it's 7. I confidently say we will get that. I really do. Because I think our team just got better. It's not like our team got worse in any sort of capacity. We lost Chris Harris, but Chris Harris' contract is kind of big. So, what I'm saying? If we could get AJ Boye, which is, I think, obviously, I would say if Chris Harris is like A tier, B tier, I would say Boye is like B, C. Just one level underneath. So you can put him whatever you may. But Boye is solid. One of the reasons that Jalen Ramsey was so dominant was because Boye was good too. You couldn't really test the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I think that's why they were so good. And you're probably thinking well, Prince, how was Boye good if they didn't test Jalen Ramsey? Because Boye got tested, and they were a playoff team for a couple of years in that stint. So it's like, if you're getting tested and the other corner is holding his own, and the fact that you have a shutdown corner on this side, but this corner is holding his own to where y'all defense is the best part of you guys, because obviously, come on, Blake Bortles wasn't doing nothing. Come on now. And what I'm actually going to do is I want to talk about the Packers' first round pick. I'm going to talk about different types of videos, but yeah, just like I said, it's a different week. We gonna do some different things. I only get 3-4 views anyway. Nobody watches to the end of the video anyway, so I'm letting you know what I'm doing. Try on there, baby. Try on there. But if you enjoy this, please be sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Subscribe free. See what that red button do. If it's red, turn it gray, white, whatever it is. Yeah. For the next time. Peace.